I am Dr. Rajendra Nath Khound, former Director of Directorate of Forensic Science, Assam. I retired from service and presently delivering talk on forensic science at NEPA or Assam Lasit Borphukan Police Academy. And I am also engaged with an NGO working for the empowerment of youth and women. Forensic science derived its name from a Latin word, forensis, which means related to court of law. It is a debate and discussion related to law in the ancient world. Presently, forensic science broadly means criminal justice delivery system by analyzing the crime exhibit by scientific and chemical method of the natural science. In the year 1879, Alphonse Bertillon discovered a method of anthropometric. It is a systematic measurement of series of body parts to determine personal identification. In the later part of 19th century, Francis Galton undertook the first definitive study of fingerprint, and he published a book in the 1892 on fingerprint, and he postulated first statistical method to determine uniqueness of fingerprint for a person, and first fingerprint laboratory was established in Calcutta in 1892. In 1910, French scientist Edmond Locard first postulated the theory of forensic science. When two things come into contact, material from one is transferred to another. And he established the first forensic science laboratory in the world in the Paris. Before that, Sir Matthew Orifela determined the cause of death determine the unnatural cause of death by analyzing the scientific chemical examination of poison, and that method is still used today. First forensic science laboratory in India was established at Calcutta in 1952 under the West Bengal state government. And before that, to determine the cause of death, chemical examiners laboratory were established in Calcutta, Hyderabad and Chennai. Question document laboratory was established in Calcutta, Hyderabad and Simla. For pursue a career in forensic science, there is a test called All India Forensic Science Entrance Test. By clearing that examination, you can join any of the university for pursue BSc in Forensic Science or MSc in Forensic Science. For BSc, the qualification is 50% mark with physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics. And for MSc, the syllabus is 50% mark with relevant subject or BSc in forensic science. It is a entrance test is MCQ test. It is a 2-hour duration and there is no negative marking. There is another test by the name National Forensic Science University Admission Test. It conducts this test for admission into National Forensic University Gandhinagar and its campus throughout India. Here the qualification is slightly different. For MSc course, you have to appear paper on relevant subject, that is means physics or chemistry or biology and basic of forensic science. And there is a course is multimedia forensic, where you have to appear test for physics, chemistry, biology, electronics and information technology. There is another course that is master degree course, mass communication and forensic journalism. Here 60% question is asked on logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning, aptitude, and 40% question are asked from journalism side. Moreover, there is a engineering course, cyber security, artificial intelligence, etc., where for bachelor's degree it is through JEE, 50% student from JEE and 50% student from NFAT. And for master, there is a MTech course on cyber security, artificial intelligence, etc. Here 50% from NFT and 50% admission is from GATE. And for master degree course, it is conducted by National Testing Agency. Or there are some certificate course, there are some diploma course in forensic science, such as forensic question documents, forensic crime scene management, DNA analysis. For this, marks in master degree are considered for admission. There are various specialization in master degree course, such as forensic ballistic, forensic toxicology, forensic analysis of drugs, forensic serology and biology, and question documents. And nowadays there is forensic, cyber forensic, and examination of voice identification and video analysis. There is another course, that is forensic psychology, which covers a new area of forensic science, such as polygraph, brain mapping, and narcoanalysis. Nowadays, there is much demand in cyber security, artificial intelligence, data analysis, DNA profiling, voice identification, etc. Forensic science is a field with many career opportunities, like in government institute, private agencies, and universities, both government and private university. And forensic scientists are demand in crime scene management, digital forensic analysis, drugs, analysis of narcotic drugs, and toxicology, ballistic examination, forensic psychology, forensic document examination, and cybercrime investigation. And forensic main recruitment agency is the government laboratory. There are, in every state, there is a forensic science laboratory, and there is also regional science laboratory and district mobile forensic unit. In addition to government agencies, there are university education institutions where forensic scientists can be absorbed. And forensic scientists are mainly recruited in state or central government forensic science laboratory. In every state there is forensic science laboratory with a regional forensic science laboratory and district mobile unit. In addition to that, there is criminal investigation department or CBI also recruit forensic science people. And hospitals also recruit forensic scientists, and defense, there is an opportunity for joining defense institution also, and also forensic scientists are recruited in High Court and Supreme Court. And there is job opportunities in hospitals also, and bank also recruit forensic scientists for analysis of crime. And they are recruited in private and government universities or colleges, and forensic scientists can join private detective agency also. Forensic science graduate or master degrees are high demand in northeastern state, and many of them are recruited in the police force. And forensic scientists has wide scope in foreign countries also, where they can pursue research in the universities and join in the forensic science laboratory as a scientist. Mainly in the Southeast Asian country, there is a demand for forensic scientists. Forensic scientists analyze the physical clue material, that is the exhibit left at the crime scene or recovered from culprit, for scientific analysis. And by analyzing them, court can decide whether the person is involved in that crime or not. Positive results give court to formulate opinion on culprit. It is a neutral and reproducible evidence. Forensic scientists use scientific tools to analyze the crime exhibit, such as teeth, hair, blood, poison, drug, explosive residue, stolen vehicle for engine number, ballistic examination, etc. Forensic scientists use scientific tools and technique to analyze the blood, bones, teeth, viscera, narcotic drugs, explosive residue, metals, glass, stolen vehicle for engine numbers, firearms, question documents, etc. Forensic scientists may testify before the court of law on their findings, and the judge come into a conclusion whether particular person is involved in a crime or not. Forensic scientists are involved in research and development work also, so that they can invent a new technique to determine the uniqueness of exhibits. Interested good careers such as trucks are sometimes stolen by culprit. They put a new chassis number and remove the original engine number, original chassis number. When the investigating agency got hold of it, is sent to the laboratory for restoration of erased number, and in the laboratory the erased number is restored and the vehicle may be returned to the owner by honorable court. Forensic scientists may sometimes face stress. The stress is due to workload, long hours of work. On call, they have to visit crime scene. That is also cause stress, and they give evidence at the different places. That is also cause stress to them. Or sometimes they have to face violent images or violent crime scene, and this causes psychological stress on the forensic scientist. The potential of human error in analysis and interpretation of crime is significant. This is due to inadequate training or overload of work. Interpersonal skill. Forensic scientist has to communicate with investigating officer to know details about the crime, and they have to present it before the court of law in details. Forensic scientists has to develop a laboratory. Forensic scientists have to develop standard laboratory practice. They should be familiar with the working of the laboratory, and in measurement of weight, etc., they should be very serious, because small quantities are measured, and any error in this method may give a wrong result in the experiment. Now, new techniques are available in scientific field to help forensic scientists. One of such is DNA profiling. DNA we found in the nucleus. There exists chromosome, and in the chromosome there is a DNA, and we take the hypervariable DNA where genetic marker is present, and that DNA is extracted from human body fluids, human body part, etc., and using STR microsatellite, then we get the DNA sequencing of the exhibits. And in a crime scene, we collect the body part and such as teeth, bone, blood, etc., and we get the DNA sequencing of that. And when the culprit is booked by investigating authority, we collect blood, and from that blood DNA sequencing is done, and we compare both, and if they are similar, the person is involved in the crime. that collection of blood is very important. Trained doctors are assigned to collect blood for DNA analysis. They have to fill up a form and then blood is collected and sent to the laboratory. DNA analysis is done for disputed paternity also, and here the blood from child is collected and from suspected parents, mother or father is collected, and DNA sequencing is done to determine their actual parent. And in case of plane accident, etc., DNA analysis done to identify the bodies. In threatening phone calls or in bribery case, voice is recorded in a device such as mobile phone, etc. That voice is sent to the laboratory and voice is collected from the culprit, and that can be identified through voice analysis technique. Forensics scientists give a neutral and reproducible evidence, and these are covered by Indian Evidence Act of 1845 and Criminal Procedure Act of 1973. And recently, Bharatiya Nagorik Suraksha Samhita, particularly section 173, mentioned that any heinous crime scene where there is a mandate for 7-year imprisonment, the crime scene is to be visited by a forensic scientist. This is give scientific temperament for evidence collection, and there is a time frame of 5 years to build adequate forensic facilities in the laboratories. Digital forensic scientist is the process of storing, analyzing, retrieving and preserving electronic data that may be useful in investigation of digital crimes such as hard disks of computer, mobile phone and other electronic appliances. Bharatiya Nyayik Suraksha Samhita provide legal framework for collecting digital evidence and using digital analysis, which can help in cybercrime investigation. Paramilitary forces where there is a preference for forensic degree. Artificial intelligence has many applications in forensic science. Digital forensic, mainly in digital forensic, artificial intelligence can automatically analyze electronic devices such as computer, mobile phone to extract information from digital device such as email, text message, social media content, etc. Artificial intelligence can enhance image and video analysis, and artificial intelligence can be used to interpret STR profile and conduct haplotypic analysis. In forensic science, crime scene investigation play a key role. Actually, from crime scene, we collect the materials related to crime, and analysis of this material exhibits give a positive result. Therefore, I advise the students who are pursuing courses on forensic science to minutely observe the crime scene. They should they should give a detailed picture of a crime scene, such as entry point, exit point, and material found at the crime scene. They have to sketching and photographing. They should give minutely all the things. And to be successful, to get a job, you should be well versed with their knowledge, and you can face the interview very confidently, so that you can get selected. And there are many opportunities for forensic science in diverse fields, such as police force, state and central laboratories, banking sector, defense, and high court. In hospitals also they recruit forensic scientists, and our students should get involved in those areas. Advancing Northeast, initiated by NATFI, is a very encouraging platform. In addition to job market, and here students will get a brief view of the entrepreneurship, how they can build up a startup or start a business. And moreover, it is a platform to give knowledge about diverse field of career opportunities. And here the forensic science is also included. I am very glad to NATFI for this initiative.